top 5 mistakes to avoid when investing in Bali real estate. And with this, welcome back to our YouTube channel from the Bali Invest, your leading partner in tokenization, blockchain and real estate here in Southeast Asia. Make sure that you subscribe our channel and push the like button, that you always get the newest information about our videos, that you can learn a lot about tokenization, about the Bali real estate market and financial success overall. Yeah, Bali is the island of gods, an amazing island in Indonesia. The economy raised up, the real estate market is booming, but for sure in every booming market is also red flags and mistakes what you have to aware about, and that's why we're talking about this topic today. And I would say we start with the first point. Mistake number 1, what many people do is they don't do the due diligence. But what means due diligence? Due diligence is like putting on your detective hat. Dig deep into the property's history, check the land titles, make sure there are no lines or claims, and that the seller can legally sell you the property. Hire a lawyer to guide you through the legal maze. A little upfront investment can save you big headaches down the line. Exactly, and that's why a good research is a super important point, and not just trust your contacts. We get many customers who say, hey, my friend, he living already for so many years here and he recommend me this guy because he's so trustworthy, and in the end my money is away. Yeah, we often hear that. Or for example, people buy a fake land title because they not work with a lawyer, they not work with a notary who check all these documents. And this is a super important point. And also, for example, some people, they're asking for down payments for $20,000-$30,000 to hold the land because there is so many buyers, and then you send him money and he not even own a land. We already see so many songs, so please be aware about this. And if you're thinking about investing in Bali real estate and you have some more questions, just feel free to contact us about our website in the video description. But for sure, there will be 4 more points. And now we're going to the next point. And mistake number 2 is ignore the local rules. You can say the local rules or also the local laws. Yeah, there for sure. There are some rules what you have to take. For example, interacting with the village community, do a ceremony, respect the local culture. This for sure is not a law, but it's also super important. But let's talk about the laws of this country here. Bali's real estate laws are different from many other countries. Foreigners can't directly own land. You need to use a landhold agreement or set up a local company. If you want to buy a land for a freehold title, so you don't keep the land just for 20 years, 25, 30, 50 years, so you want this for all the time, you want to buy it. You cannot buy it as a person, you can buy it with your PTPMR, with your company, with for agent investment capital. This is also possible, and this is also allowed from the rules. So you cannot buy it directly, but with your company, for sure, you can own it and can make a business with this. It's also super important to understand the zoning. Yeah? You cannot just buy a land and say, oh, I built now a hotel there. For a hotel, you need a pink zone. The pink zone is like for hotels, resorts and all like this. Or for example, when it's a green zone, then it's agriculture zone. This means maybe you can make a rice field there, or you can grow some potatoes or papaya, but you not can build your villa. Then it's have to be a yellow zone. So also the zoning of the land you want to buy is super important, because if you not know this, maybe you buy a land who is super good for you and it's a green zone, and then you have to that, and then they say, oh, you want to change it to a yellow zone. Oh, now we need a big payment. Or for example, you not can even change one land title, you have to change some areas, and if the other owners don't want it, you have a big problem. Super important, but no worries, we also expert in this. If you want to check your land, what you might be have already bought or you're trying to buy, yeah, just contact us. We have lawyers, we have notaries who can make this due diligence and give you this information, what is super important. Mistake number 3, neglecting property inspection or miss a right property inspection. Super important. If you buy a property who is already finished, and especially when this property is super cheap, then it might be that the roof is broken in 2 or 3 years. If you have 20 years or 30 years leasehold, and in the contract is that you are responsible for this, there coming many extra costs. And also, for example, when the structure, for example, the windows, when they're just so small, you hear everything from outside, or you have to put the aircon all day on because the walls is so small, and then you need to heating more, and this costs you a lot more electricity. This is also points where you have to be aware about. So choose a good company where you build your villa, or if you want to buy a villa, also do this checks. We also can help you with this for sure. Mistake number 4, underestimate the ongoing costs. Yeah, there is one thing to own the property, but then it's also to run the property, because most of you want to rent this out, and for sure you need a pool for maintenance, you need some staff who clean the villa, you need a pool guy, you need a gardener, and also these are running costs. And then also for sure, do you want it rented out by yourself, you want to do the marketing by yourself, every new customer will come, you want to give the keys, or you want to have a management company who you also need to pay. There's many aspects what you need to think about. And for sure there's also some property tax what you need to pay every year. For sure they are super small, and also if you have investment company that is new here in the first 3 years, if your profit is under 300,000 US dollar, you just pay 0.5% taxes. Super investor friendly. But for sure you need to create a realistic budget to run your property business, and it's not just, oh, I built it for 200,000 and I don't have 10k extra if there's anything else. Yeah, so plan a little bit under the budget that you still have some space if there can be some other costs. Coming to the last mistake number 5, and this mistake, invest in the hype. Yeah, buy high and later sell low. There's always market periods, and you have to use this market period right. Bali's hot property market can be tempting, but don't rush into a decision. Do your research, compare opinions, and avoid getting swept up in the excitement. Make informed choices based on a solid investment strategy. Exactly, it's super important that you think about this, in which area I want to place my villa, if I want to buy it freehold or leasehold. Do a right calculation, or you want to rent it out. Maybe you make on your land a few different villas, maybe one you sell, one you rent out, and one you live by yourself. It's a super good model what gives you also a fast return of investment that you can do next projects. Also work with experts like architect, construction companies who have already good reputation, and not some new companies. Maybe it's a scam. You also have to be aware about this. And for sure the area is also super important. Do you like it a little bit more quiet, or you like it more in the nature? What's your preferences? And it's super individual. When you're interested in Bali property, just contact us. In the video description, you also found our free ebook to give you more information all about Bali, that you can take your right decision. I hope this video was a value for you. Push the like button if you like it. And if you have any questions, the comments are right below. We see us in one of our next videos.